Industry 45 show, 1991. Actually, it's 2019. We're going to talk about 1991. Greg and Stevie, thanks for joining us. Giant TV, right here at the Giant FM station. So we're at your final album, I guess, for the most part, other than a live album and the essentials that came out. So Love Machine was the first time I thought to myself, you're not Canadian anymore. You're now American because you went global. I swear I saw the video for Hollywood Shuffle. Yeah, you recorded the album in Hollywood or no? Where was the album recorded?
No, it was mixed down there. We recorded it at Metalworks.
At Metalworks, okay. Because it just seemed, I don't know, bigger than life. Everything that happened, whether it was the songs, the videos, the look. So talk about Love Machine and again, writing the songs. I mean, you got some really great songs in this album. And some heavy songs. Like, you got Night Stalkers on this album, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love Machine was a cool song. And Hollywood Shuffle, talk about because that was the first release. Your only release, I think, from that album.
Still the One was the
Still the One was the video.
Yeah. You did a video for Still the One.
That's right. Yeah, and Hollywood. We wrote that in Hollywood. The record company rented us at the Hyatt.
Yeah.
Right.
And we were there for months. So every single
song or the album?
No, when we recorded writing the record before it was recorded. Yeah. To get out of Canada, we went right in the heart of Sunset Boulevard. Yeah. During the late 80s, would have been 1990, 89, 1990. We're down there for three months. Every day we'd rehearse in Hollywood, and the night go out to all the whiskey and the Roxy's and the Rainbows, and just.
So now you're real rock stars, right? Because you're in Hollywood, you're writing an album.
It's all paid for.
It's all paid for.
Yeah. So then that's why it's as you say, it's a lot more American.
Yeah, it's just the whole vibe.
The influence.
We were the Sunset Strip. We were in the heart of it then. That's when it was really vibrant, you know.
So do you remember the first song you wrote for that album? Was
probably
it
Hollywood Shuffle? Yeah.
Just you were there and that was the right vibe and
here we are in Hollywood and I had a shuffle beat. It's like a shuffle. We need like a Hollywood Shuffle. There you go. There's the title right there.
Where's Shuffle. That video? I watched it this morning.
That was filmed in Toronto.
Yeah, it was filmed in Toronto.
Yep.
Damn, because you've got all these Hollywood songs. I know.
Big warehouse.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
All the exterior stuff though, like stuff that wasn't on the stage. When you see pictures of the girls,
that's all from Hollywood.
That's all Hollywood. That was filmed in Hollywood. That wasn't like extra.
That's Barbara Dare. She's an official porn star. She was the porn star of porn stars.
Really? Okay. Yeah. And it's in a warehouse in Toronto where you filmed it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was watching it today, going, it's got to be in Hollywood. Like,
and those pictures of us on a sunset, on a rooftop with the sunset going down.
Who took those photos?
Niels Loza.
Yeah, because we had this conversation before, because he's world class.
Yes.
Van Halen. He's
done
every major. He's got a documentary out on him.
He's a living legend.
Yeah. So what was it like doing that? So who sets you up with that? Like you have a manager that sets you up to do that, or your label, or
was the rec company maybe? Or?
Yeah, somebody in our promo team.
Like, who do you want? Because we kept getting different photographers, and a lot of these times the photographers are really artsy, and they try to change you. It's like, God, we need somebody that's one of us. And Niels,
oh yeah,
he's 100%. One of us. Like he'd be smoking dope. But come on, guys, and it's just like he's just so rock and roll. Like, come on, you rock star, let's get some footage. And he'd pump you up, and you're like, you really get into it.
The whole atmosphere was different. Exactly what Greg's saying. Like, nothing against anybody in Canada, but we'd go down there, and there's Neil. He's puffing this weed. He's got White Snake or Judas Priest going on in the background.
Was calm and
he's
relaxed.
going on. Come on, you effing rock stars. Give me
something.
Yeah. And compared to like sometimes back home, it's like
everything was a lot more
yourself.
stiff. We always found
it's Hollywood there, right? And plus, he worked with Van Halen. So many great. He's good buddies with Zakk Wylde and all these guys.
It's all about attitude, and rock and roll's all about attitude.
Right.
When you try to take that attitude away from it, well, you don't have the rock anymore.
So you write in Hollywood, and you come back to Toronto to record it.
Yep.
So,
but then it was mixed back in LA, so we got to go back there. So you
went back to LA, and that's when you did your photo shoot when it was all done, or
we recorded the beds in LA because remember, Damn Yankees were in one studio we were in the other because Jack Blades and Tommy Shaw.
We did all the beds there.
Quite a few of them.
Okay.
Remember? And
I don't own the album, but I do own the compact disc. And this morning, I did not have the disc in it, but I found the disc at home somewhere.
So that's Barbara Dare there,
there
that
you go.
picture there.
Yes, and with that girl, she's the
Yeah, she was a big fan of the band. And,
she's a big fan of the band.
Yeah,
or is she a big fan of the bass player in the band?
No,
Actually,
no. And the song "Cocaine" on there, which was an Eric Clapton cover.
I was going to ask you about that.
We threw that on at first to. How do I put it?
We were talking about cover songs we used to play before we got our record deal.
Bang, that's
right. And we'd say, we used to play this, and then Toby, our producer, goes, we used to play Cocaine. Cocaine? Come on, that song's so tired. No, we never heard our version. Well, go ahead, play it. We played it. He recorded that. What you hear is just live one take.
Yeah.
Just for him. And then we overdubbed the cocaine, the backing vocals, but everything in there is all one take, no overdubs at all.
Just a raw take.
And then we went, man, that sounds pretty cool. And it made the record. It wasn't supposed to be.
But that was because we recorded Gang Bang by the Alex Harvey Band.
Right.
And being Canadian, Gang Bang is... No,
that's
you're crossing the line.
No.
So
they banned it.
You people.
Yeah, exactly. So they banned it, and we, like Greg said, we recorded Cocaine in one shot. And when our manager came down to hear what we were doing, he said, "This is the only song we recorded," and he freaked out.
Yeah, we were joking though.
So Magic is back, and I keep trying to find it on streaming services. I don't know why I can't find it, but
YouTube, there's a
So tell me, because that's a great song.
my favorite.
Yeah, that's we had talked about that. When you wrote that song? I take it.
Yeah, all the music. Yeah.
Where did you kind of come up with this melody for that? That's just a great song.
I don't know if you're familiar with the record by Leona Boyd. She's classical. She's made a record with Andrew Davis and the English Chamber Orchestra. It's a record I love. Right, it's her live. There's some songs on there that really get into me. And so there's a song, Air on G String by Bach. That's kind of similar to where I got some of the feel from.
Yeah, great song.
Yeah, thanks.
And you did a video for Still the One, you said, right? I saw
Still
that
the
today.
One,
yeah.
That was done in Cambridge, Ontario.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it was outside.
Outside, like an old abandoned warehouse, all kind of dilapidated, I guess.
And if I was going to guess, I'd say Bulletproof was probably Jerry's favorite song on the album. I don't know this, but
we opened with that. That's what we opened with. Yeah.
Is Night Stalker? Or is that on the second one?
No, Night Stalker's on this album.
Yeah, Night Stalker is his favorite of all time.
Is it? Yeah.
That's his number one favorite song. Yeah.
That's crazy. Because he was always the heavy guy. He's like, oh. I mean, I did a thing. Jerry runs or owns Precision Pressing, right?
Sure.
In Burlington, and for record pressing and that. And we did something for TV with Jerry there, and he's always talking about all the heavy stuff from Brighton Rock.
Yeah.
You bring up all the pansy stuff. It's like Bulletproof, Night Stalker, Barricade.
I know. If he had his way, we wouldn't be playing one ballad during any shows. It'd just be balls to the walls all night long.
And I will say this:
be a big sausage fest.
When you guys took time off and you played. You played a benefit and you played the Rock Pile a couple times, and Jerry sounds amazing. Hasn't lost a step, hits all the notes. And I remember you and I were talking at the Rock Pile. How many years ago is that? 4 years ago now, or whatever it was. And you said, no, you got to hear him, man. He hits all the notes.
And we don't tune down. It's exactly the same as the record, same pitch and everything. Yeah.
Nothing's recorded.
I think it'd be one of those things that sometimes. As the case for Jerry, sometimes people's voices get preserved.
Yeah.
The fact that he wasn't singing all these years, he didn't blow it out,
Right.
Because sometimes that'll happen when you get with age. And but he's a strange guy. He's one of those guys that just has a natural voice. He never took lessons really.
Right.
He's just blessed,
Did you win Rock Album, a Juno, or no? Just nominated?
We were nominated for Most Promising Group. And
but
we
for
lost
Love Machine, it says here Juno Award for Rock Album of the Year. Nominated.
Album, yeah, we were nominated. We lost at the Rush.
Are they good?
Bummer.
Yeah.
Bummer, right?
Well, we got nominated for 3 Junos.
That's a shame. You lost to Rush.
Our first nomination was on the first record, and we lost to this group. It was Most Promising Group, and we thought we were going to win for sure.
Yeah.
We lost to a group called Tragically Hip, I think they were called. You ever hear of them?
They were, yeah.
They've been around a little bit. So Toby Wright, tell me, so he produced this album, Love Machine. So how does this happen now?
That's his first actual credited production name on a record. He's always been an engineer.
Okay.
For a guy named Ron Nevison.
Yeah.
Look up Ron Nevison. Yeah. He did everything, like the Heart. He did All Eddie Money stuff. He did Damn Yankees. He did. It's endless, and so I don't know how his name got in the mix, but we knew he was, wanted to branch out to be a producer himself. And we thought, let's go record a couple of songs with him. So we went down and just to hear what he did. And what he did, it sounded better than anything at the time. It's like, whoa, this is just a demo, and it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
We got to use this guy.
So you guys were talking earlier, this your favorite album or no? Like, I mean...
I think, for me, everybody's got their own. I still like the first record because it's just the memories of just everything being so new and fresh. And it's just,
And for you?
See, there's listening and playing. I like listening to take a deep breath, but when it comes to playing, like Greg said, there's certain songs on every album that just I can't say. You know what I mean? Yeah, because when we play live, we like to rock. We're not kicking ass. We're not happy. You know what I mean?
So after Love Machine,
I love them all.
That's the last album. Then Room for Five. Where was Room for Five live taped?
Grape and Wine Festival.
That's what I thought, in St. Catharines.
No.
See,
it was on New Year's Eve at the Hardball.
See, this is funny because you and I had this conversation about it being in St. Catharines. I go out with him, and he's like, no, it was at the Hardball. Greg doesn't know.
I know we recorded both shows, but maybe it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, I remember most of it was recorded at the
Hardball.
And then we remixed it with Corey.
Corey
McFadden, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I remember. The Essentials comes out. Is that the label who puts that out?
Yeah.
Well, I think Jerry might have a hand in it because I noticed there's no "We Came to Rock" on that. Our greatest hits doesn't have our first single.
Yeah,
because Jerry always hated that song back then. He likes it now. He's embraced it now. But yeah, the record company put that out. It was out of the blue. All of a sudden, hey, can you sign this? It's like, what the heck is this? Greatest hits. I never knew it was out.
And Jerry loves it now because of the live version we do of it now. If you listen to it live at the end of on the outs, Jerry's come up with something creative that sort of journey-ish. So he loves it, and it gets to showcase his vocal talents. If you want. And
then you guys have Phrase Gang, or not maybe anymore, but in 2007. So you guys just decided to keep the train going and play together, and you got a couple other players. Well, you got a drummer.
Yeah, it was just a three-piece.
And you were singing.
I was doing all the singing. Yeah, well, I just kept writing and stuff, and I was with Helix for 3 years after Brighton Rock.
That's right.
Yeah. But then after that, we did the Phrase Gang thing. We had a great time. Made made 2 records, and it was fun, man. Yeah.
So why don't we talk about what you're doing now with Storm Force?
Storm Force.
So it's coming out January 25th, 2020.
Yep.
And it's called Age of Fear, the album. Mm-hmm. You can just listen if you'd like, or you can ask some questions if you want.
Yeah.
So tell us about the band, and I do have a Surface Tension in my collection
look at that.
CDs. So Pat is your singer.
Pat Ghilardi, yep. Patrick.
Or
Patricia, depends, these
days, long hair
right?
back then. And Surface Tension. So how did you put this project together?
I was, we were trying to do a Brighton Rock record back in 2012, 13, and never could get it off the ground, but I still would just keep writing as I do, and I started accumulating a bunch of songs. Like, God, I got to put another record out there. It's a shame that just songs are written and nobody gets to hear them. So I decided to do it local this time instead of making like an all-star band. I tried to do one with these name guys who could never get a rehearsal together. I'm going to use local guys. We're all close. I'm going to find the best of the best of the best.
Right.
So I remember Pat. I've known Pat since I was 13 years old. I mean, I used to go to school with his older brother, Tom. So I knew he was very capable.
Yeah, great singer.
Unbelievable singer. He's one of the best in Canada, if you ask me. So lucky enough to get him. Brian Hamilton lives 10 minutes from my house. I know he was in a band, Step Echo. So I was calling him about another drummer. I said, hey, Brian, I'm looking at starting this new band.
Can you find me a drummer?
I go, do you know of this drummer? He goes, well, I think he might be busy, but I'll do it. And I go, well, I don't want to step on toes. You're already in it. But no, I want to do it. And he has his own recording studio.
Right.
So
I see it's recorded at his studio. Is it not?
His house. It sounds fantastic.
What's called Hamster? I saw it. Hamster. I forget what it is.
Yeah. So then we got Mike Berardelli.
Like, who is? No, I don't know him.
Yeah.
How come you didn't play on the album?
Greg asked me in the beginning, but I just couldn't commit to what it takes
because you're
to do
busy.
it. Well, and I know what it takes. You got to devote your heart and soul to it. And at the time, I had to be honest, I wasn't in the.
So you got this guy to play bass,
Mike. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
He got Screebs' blessing, so that's good.
Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah.
And I see there's a song on the album called "Dirty Vegas." I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
But I just like the name. So you wrote that because you were in Vegas and heard.
A lot of times when I write
it stood out, the name.
Yeah, a lot of times when I write songs, like I said, I write the music. I don't really write the words too much. But instead of having a list of just numbers, I come up with the title, even though there's no lyrics, just to have a title. And that was just one of I don't know where I heard that name. I said, okay, we'll call this one Dirty Vegas. And then sometimes the singer, I'll say, look at this doesn't have to be the title. You can change it to whatever you want.
This is just something to work with.
It's just so I'll know which was which when I'm looking on my list of songs. He goes, no, I like that title. And he just built upon it, just the dirty things that happen in Vegas.
So you have a single that's out or not out?
It's not out yet. It's going to probably be 2, maybe 3 weeks from now. Right? A couple of weeks before the release. Yeah.
What's the single called?
Right now, it's going to be Because of You, which is the lead-off track of the record, and pretty excited about it.
And you're signed with who?
Escape Music, based out of the UK.
UK, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so what's going to happen with that? You're going to put the album out January 25th.
And then we'll see what happens.
Are you planning on touring it or not? Or
tour is a big word these days.
Well,
I mean, who really tours, right? We're going to do as many shows as humanly possible, that's for sure. It's going to be tough. But you're
going to go on the road with the album, hopefully.
Yeah, if there's dates available, for sure.
Right,
But to go on the road for 6 weeks at a time, those days are gone because we are an unknown band. There's no demand for us right off the bat, so there's money's not going to be there. So hey, you want to come up to blah blah blah? We'll give you X amount of dollars. Well, that's not even to cover our truck and our crew. Like, you know what I mean? That's the reality of things.
Sure. Yeah.
So it's a lot tougher. So we're gonna just do it the old way, man, and just scrape and
do whatever you got to do.
Yeah, do what we got to do, man, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully, if the record sells in certain markets, there's a demand, and people start offering you festival slots. We'll grab those, and yeah.
What about you?
You remember the movie Song Remains the Same?
Yeah.
Remember John Paul Jones?
Yeah.
This is tomorrow. I'm just waiting for the next Brighton Rock gig.
Yeah.
The door isn't closed on Brighton Rock. Yeah. If Monsters of Rock phones us tomorrow.
I was going to say, so you played, where was it? You played over in Europe at the
Firefest 2012 and also 2013, yeah.
And are you hoping to go back? Do you have to apply to go back? Do you get...
No, they finished that one. 2014 was the last one. Right.
But Monsters of Rock you just did last year.
We did, yeah. Not even last year. It was February.
Right.
So.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, it was awesome.
Do I get... Come on. Can I not go as something?
Next one.
Come on. Just be I don't know.
Yeah.
I could play one song I could learn on drums and just say, Mark doesn't understand how to play the Outlaw, because I know I could play that song. I think the drum beat's the same the whole song, pretty much. So anyway, he's got to play the song.
We need a stage tech.
Right, I could come and do something.
Yeah.
Right, so...
It's the gig of gigs, man.
Yeah.
It was just a dream come true for us.
So you might do it next year, you don't know.
Oh, if we get asked.
If they ask you, they offer it. They don't, every band on the planet wants to play it.
Right, yeah.
So you got to wait for them to offer it to you, and we were kind of... pretty blown away that they offered it to us, and
good.
We took it.
So, final question, just because, and this was in 2013, but you guys did "Creatures of the Night" by Kiss.
Yep.
And you did that for what? For an album, A World with Heroes.
That was a compilation of.
So, how did you get asked to do that, or what was that whole?
The guy named Mitch LaFon, he put that together. It was.
I know Mitch.
Yeah,
Mitch is coming on the show.
Oh, is he?
Yes, he is.
We said hi.
Yeah, Mitch is a good guy.
Yeah.
He put that together. It was a charity for a hospice, a cancer hospice, and all the money that went from the records went to that. So he reached out to different people, reached out to us, and all these different bands, guys from Dawkins, and
he knows everybody.
Yeah, so they all said yes, and they all did their own version of a song, and
well, I don't think there's a bigger Kiss fan than Mitch. So
yeah, he's pretty hardcore, man. Oh, I know, he's hardcore.
Yeah, no, I listen to him all the time, and I reached out to him about actually doing something this month, and hopefully, I'd love to get his take on so many things that happened in 2019. So I'm hoping we can make it happen.
Well, he's perfect person to ask about this particular project, because it was fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Before we go, because I know the producer over here is going, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Any final tour stories? Anything that kind of stands out? I know it's a long span between early 80s to today, but anything that stands
all
out
the
that you
different
want to...
Not without getting anybody in trouble. Hey, a lot of good times, and we're just happy we survived it all,
Yeah.
really. And we're looking forward to...
And you guys were great for Canadian rock. So was Helix, so was Honeymoon Suite. So many great bands, and there was just this core group of people, and everyone, they're all good people. From Brian Vollmer to Daryl Gray to Johnny and Jerry and everybody, right?
That's the Canadian way.
So awesome. So I'm so privileged you guys would come and do this.
Oh,
and
thanks
it's
for
awesome.
having us.
It's our honor.
I've been thinking about this for a long time.
Wow.
So to kind of put it together and talk album by album. And I'm going to say that I guess I'm going to go with Can't Wait for the Nights as my favorite because it was the first time I think I really latched on to Brighton Rock because I used to see the videos and I will not get into this story, but I was in love with the girl at the time who broke my heart, and it was a song I used to play over and over. I used to have a black Chevy Cavalier. I used to listen to the tape and that song over and over. So there you go.
Oh, that's awesome. Love hearing that. Love hearing that.
So
Does she know she broke your heart?
I don't know. Who gives a shit now? Listen, I'm a radio star. She's nobody, I'm sure. Greg and
I know
Stevie.
what you're talking about, man. My heart's...
I know.
I haven't got much left.
Industry 45 Giant TV. Don't forget our new website, gianttv.ca. And the Industry 45 podcast show is on Facebook, so you can give it a like as well. Thanks, guys.
Rock and roll,
Our
man.
pleasure.
Thanks for having us. Right on.